Hi everyone, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning depending on your time zone. We are here live to bring to you the topic so far described in the thumbnail. We are here to look at the setup of Nigeria and why things are not working the way they want. People want in a state, a nation that will be equivalent of the states that were created or with Nigeria within the 60s. But up to date, Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is not going anywhere. Why? The reason being that Nigeria was not created by Nigerians. We have to tell ourselves the truth. Nigeria was not created by Nigerians themselves. It was created for them by British establishment. As a result, Nigeria has developed to nothing. Compare it with Malaysia. Can compare it with China. You can compare it with any, even Ghana. You can compare Nigeria with Ghana. But in the recent time, the Nigerian president was there Nigerian president came out to say that Nigerian president came out to say Nigeria will remain one, God willing. Every Nigerian up to 2014 or 2099 or 2083 happy. They are not happy because they do not nation, but unfortunately Nigeria is not a nation built by Nigerians. As a result, it is easier to destroy it. President Buhari, in his welcoming ceremony or whatever it may be, on August 10th, 2022, as reported by Aminu Imam, President Buhari has described the civil war that played out between 1967 to 1970 as an act of self-centeredness, saying he wouldn't want such an incident to be repeated again. No person wants such incident to repeat, especially those who experienced and witnessed what happened during the war. But the war was brought about by a system not built by Nigerians. It was easy to destroy. And those who built it, destroyed it. Before I continue, when we look at the setup of Nigeria, Nigeria has many ethnic nationalities. Nigeria was established by the British for their own benefit, exploitation of the ethnic nationalities of Nigeria, especially the southern part of Nigeria, what is called southern part of Nigeria today, the southeast and the southwest. That was the exploitative zone of Britain. Northern part of the country coming in was to benefit from the south and western part of the Nigeria. But today, we are going to see why the system is not working and why the Nigerian educated elites are to be blamed for whatever that has happened to Nigeria. Will Nigeria exist or will Nigeria not exist? Will Nigeria be rebuilt according to the standard of a Nigerian state or a state like other nations, whereby people will be proud to say, I am a Nigerian? If that is not obtainable, will Nigeria be divided to go back to their ethnic nationalities as set up by Britain in the 18th and 19th century? That is the question. Today, we are going to see what is going on. It has been established Nigeria is wary and uncomfortable with the present administration and has accused the present administration of destroying Nigeria. Buhari's government and the Fulani jihadists disintegrating Nigeria. Everyone, every member of the country is shouting about this problem. Will it continue? Will it be corrected? Will Buhari and his government and his Fulani brothers change the system? That is the question Nigerians are asking. Will that be or will it not be? Built according to the standard of a Nigerian state. Now, what we have to see is President Buhari should tell Nigerians and the world the truth about what he planned and why he wants Nigeria to be destroyed during his regime. The military setup is under the control of the Fulani ethnic group. The police that's supposed to secure the lives and properties of Nigerians are under the control of the Fulanis. The justice system that's supposed to bring the criminals is controlled by the Fulanis. The National Assembly that's supposed to checkmate the activities of the president, just like in any civilized nation, is under the control of the Fulanis. Now, before we come back again, we have to see what the people who established Nigeria did for themselves. We have to see what Britain did. Nigeria was established by Britain in 1914. But before then, Britain has been established as a nation. We have to go back to see how and what they did to stabilize their nation, because Britain was in war. They fought wars within their neighbors. They fought war with Scotland. They were at war with Irish. But they united. And when they united, did they just write Constitution? No. Constitution was never written. The first and foremost entered into treaty, agreement. They entered into agreement on how to stop the war and get united. United Kingdom has ethnic nationalities like Nigeria. They have England. It's a different ethnic nationality. They have Wales. They have different language, different culture. Like England has its own culture and language. Scotland is a different ethnic nationality and has its own language and culture. But they decided to come together. They decided to come together. First, England and Wales were very close neighbors, but at war with each other. They decided between 1536 to 1707, they got themselves together and provided themselves with a treaty signed by each and voted for by each ethnic nationality. The England, then the Wales. When the unity was progressing, there was war between the Scottish and the England. At a point, 1707, they decided to enter into a treaty. And that is England. They have their own insignias. Scotland has its own. They entered into a union, and that union, they produced what was called then and what is still being used today as Articles of Union. That makes them to be a nation. That united them, and they know the rules and the regulations, what they can do, how they can share their political positions, how they can account for whatever that is happening. But in Nigeria, did that work? No. Again, while they were in unity and they produced Articles of Union, then came this flag. The flag comprises of the Scotland and the England. They produce what they normally call today United Kingdom flag. Scotland was later attracted to the Union because they were in the island where all this group of people were demarcated by water from Europe. At a particular point, when the Union was not comfortable for Scotland, for Ireland, they opted out. In 1937, when there was confusion and the hegemonious attack based on religious issue, then the Northern Ireland decided to follow the British establishment, while the Irish, the Free State, decided to go on its own. That is the setup by Britain. So these ethnic nationalities, they had agreement what they can do, the rights of each ethnic group. If they are not comfortable, they are obliged to opt out from the union. Then Britain came to Nigeria. Britain came to Nigeria. First, the Portuguese and Britain came for a purpose in Nigeria, in the land called Nigeria today, and Africa in general. That was during the slave trade era. Between 15th century, that is 1500 to 1883. How many years? 383 years. They exploited Africa. 383 years, the exploitation was carried out. They did not stop there. Britain moved hinterland into what is today called Nigeria. The slave trade zone is what we are going to establish right now. We are trying to establish how Britain, instead of organizing the nation the same way they were organized in their own United Kingdom, they played a game of control. This issue, when the slavery stopped and Britain had entered into all sections of Nigeria, first the southeast, the southwest, the north, then they had a nation, an area of land they occupied with triangular form called Nigeria. Now they have established themselves, and within the period of 360 years, they exploited, took Africans, took Nigerians, took Easterners, took Westerners as slaves to Western world. Now, we are not particularly on those areas because we are not going to establish the history on this. But what we are trying to show is that Nigeria was not built by Nigerians, and there were no treaties binding the three components that Britain established. In Southeast, between the 1884 to 1914, that was period of 30 years, Britain established Southeast as a different nation. And that is the only nation in Nigeria that was approved by Berlin Conference, by European and its allies in the conference headed by Otto Bismarck. Within this very period, it was a nation, a protectorate of its own, with every material, every insignia as a state, as a nation, as a country. Then they went to Lagos colony, where they amalgamated the Yoruba nations with Lagos and established it within this very period. We are not on the history, but we are trying to get preliminary knowledge of what Britain has done that has made Nigeria and Buhari and the brothers today to destroy the nation and still want everybody to be happy in this very nation, when he said that by God's willing that Nigeria will remain one. Nigeria will remain one. Yes, everybody loves Nigeria, but in any love, when there is a difference, when the character of one of the lovers became so much or becomes so threatening, then that love will die off on the other side, and the other side would like to be alone. But intervention and the revival and going through the normal process will make that love to be revived. Now, we have seen the three components. The North was the last. Within this very period, the games, we are not entering into what Lugard said, what Lugard made, because the law was made in Britain by the House of Commons between 1912 to 1913, and Lugard was asked to go and establish a nation and combine the whole protectorate to be one Nigeria without proper treaty, without voting, without the same process they used in Britain to establish Nigeria. Now, this nation was porous. There was no link. You see, when you look at the pointers, you find out that there is no foundation on this. It's hanging on the darkness of Britain with the name they created. This is a dark nation because Britain was a darkness to the establishment. You look at it, now we can see the setup. Nigeria is not rewrite. It brought north, south, northwest, southeast, southwest,